My father says I should not go to high school. And I'm so excited with that. I don't want people to know that I'm excited that I should not be going to high school. And I'm pressurized by the society, by my mother, by everybody that you must go look for that lady. And the weak man in me goes back and again apologizes again and brings the lady back.
Is that a strong man or a weak man? I still can't understand why you keep calling yourself a
weak means, which doesn't mean anything else. Weak means you don't have boundaries. Whatever you run away from, you end up getting it. The hatred is now away.
Yeah.
Because the people who taught you hatred, you got it from your mother's hatred of your father. So the moment you have forgiven your mother, now you can now forgive every other person.
Hi guys, welcome back, season 2, and this is so super exciting. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for being here, your comments and sharing. You are amazing people. We couldn't be this far without you guys. For newcomers, please, this is a place where we are doing parenting unfiltered and respecting your story, because everybody has a story. Today, we are at the little cave. Have you heard about this place? It is in Tomboya. They have very good accommodation. When you have guests, please come and have a look and feel at home when you are here. So, our guest today, we are here again at the Daddy's Corner, and Daddy's got something to tell us. We've got a lot to learn from Daddies because they are equal parents. I have a special guest, a daddy. Karibu sana. Please introduce yourself, tell us your name, and karibu once more.
Asante sana.
Thank you. Karibu.
Thank you very much. Before I say anything, I want to take 1 minute to meditate.
Okay.
Jaya 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 Madeva Shiva Shankarya Di Anante Jaya 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 Madeva. Thank you.
Thank you. Na karibu tena.
Asante sana. Good afternoon now. Is it now morning or afternoon or still morning?
Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Once
to
again.
you.
My name is Job Oboge. But you call me Bushman.
Yes.
Yeah, people call me Bushman sometimes because I like doing things in the bush. I like walking the barefoot. I like sometimes walking bare chest. I like outdoors more than indoors, and that's where the name Bushman came from. Yes.
Okay.
My friends, who we do hiking together. Whenever we go for hiking, I do it barefoot. I think one day we were with you, so.
Yes.
And that's how I do it all the time. Sometimes they call me crazy, but I'm okay with it. So, you will be, is there going to be what do you call it? A questionnaire or just
No. There will be no questionnaire because you are here. You've been invited here just to talk to us about fatherhood. How has it been for you? You may tell us how many children you have and how has it been for you right from the word
I became a father.
We are pregnant. Like, sweetheart, come and see. Or did it for you start with, ai, mbona unatapika hivyo saa yote? From that moment, how has it been for you?
You see, fatherhood is never like that.
Oh.
Ladies and the world, by the way,
Yes.
people really want to, a lot of people in the world want the world to be like ladies. I'll tell you why. The people want us to emote like ladies. People want us to show moral support, whatever you're talking about. Maybe you're told even to cry if you can. Say we are pregnant. We are never pregnant. There's the lady pregnant, not me.
When we are saying we, it's a team. It's a team effort. Is it not?
It is. That is what people want to become trendy. But the truth is the lady who is pregnant.
Okay.
And let me tell you the truth.
Yes.
Fatherhood begins for nearly 90% of us without you preparing at all, without you even thinking that I should be having a wife or a child.
Okay.
And we pop out when our fathers, if I maybe start from my father's side so that I will come to myself.
Yes.
when I was becoming a father.
Yes.
For us, our fathers, you and I, maybe many other people, my father was doing his business, having fun with his wife. And from nowhere, you were born. He was not prepared for you. He never even knew your name. Now he's like, okay, how do I call to name this man here or this lady here?
Yes.
Just like that. And the lady is also doing her business. Your mama, for example, was just responding to dad's requests. Maybe it was even coercion sometimes. And then you were born. You see? So, and that's how even us, for example, let me talk about myself. And I know when I say us, many people will relate to what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You have a girlfriend. You probably don't even know their home. You don't know a lot about her, but you just need to have some sexual relationship with her. She consents, maybe having her own thoughts of you. You having her own thoughts of her. You just want pleasure and go. She's having her own thoughts, maybe pleasure, or maybe she wants a family with you. So you end up beginning fatherhood or motherhood with somebody that you have not, you don't have any
plans.
Anything together.
Yeah.
Any plans together.
Yeah.
But anyway, before I go there, let me start with my how I was born. and I think it was also not intentional. My father was never even intended to give back to me. My father was a teacher, 2 wives, a total of 16 children. I'm the 5th in the second marriage.
Okay.
5th born. And looking at my brothers, my elder, the one whom I'm just following after, and the one behind me, I was really squeezed in between. Born in 1983, and my elder bro is 1982.
Yes.
And my younger bro is 1984.
Okay.
I am squeezed in.
Somewhere.
I must have drunk very little milk, breast milk.
Yes.
I asked my mama, what happened? She told me, you are the one who drank a lot of milk, but not had a breast.
Okay.
The cow milk.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is a usual calorie to a human being. Anyway, I will tell you later about that. Maybe Camilla will talk about it. She's better placed. So I'm born in a family, from polygamous family. I grew up. My father was a teacher, so I was told I used to follow him to school.
Okay.
We were staying in a school setup. So I used to follow him to class. and they even gave me his name Mwalimu. So many people call me Mwalimu because he was a teacher.
Okay.
So after that, we grew up at around class 2, 3 there. I'm now being alive to life. I'm realizing that I really resent school. I really hate schooling. Let me just give it the right name. Hate, because resenting is a bit polite.
Polite, yeah.
I really don't like that
strong.
place called the school.
Okay.
My father is the head teacher in that school. Now we have moved from the school where we used to live in the school. We have gone back to our village. Now my father is teaching in a village school, and we are going to that village school. He's the head teacher. But I really hate school. Any small opportunity not to go to school, I will thank it so much. Of course, I never lied that I was sick, but I would have like, yes. But a small opportunity not to go to school will be the best for me. The only best days for me in school were the times when I was in the bush or in the PE. You know the PE thing?
Yes.
When I was in the ground. In fact, the things I can remember vividly are the things that I did in the field. That does not with education, with the pen and paper.
Yes.
So around 1992, I'm in class, because I was born in 1983. So 1992, about that is about 10 years.
Yes.
9, 10 years.
9, 10 years.
Our sorghum farm is ready, but it is not like ready for harvesting, and it is being destroyed by birds. So the family is like, it must be taken care of, because if it is not taken care of, the family might go hungry. Remember, a primary school teacher, is it a P1 or P2, those two very low grade teachers, with 16 children, 2 wives, and himself. There's no money there, and everybody is going to school. Like if at a time, 3 or 4 guys are in high school. So basically, poverty has done his signature in that home. Yes. And an opportunity comes that there's food, which if it's not taken care of, the sorghum must have become earlier or late. So that is the only one in the farm. Other people, people normally survive with that. What do you call it?
The product now.
There's this economic term of scale, something of scale.
Yes.
Economy of scale.
Yes.
So now if everybody has planted, now the birds will spread out.
Yeah.
But now ours must have been late or early. So it is the only farm that the birds were.
Wow.
So the family is like, who is going to take care of the farm? I said, I am going to take care of the farm. And I dropped from school. I said, no, let me go take care of that. I just made that fire thing, that catapult.
Yes.
And some sling. A lot of noise in the field there, a lot of killing the birds, until we harvested that one. That one I used it to show you how I hated school.
How much you hated school.
And any opportunity
was taken was. This is yes.
We are walking barefoot to school. You are the headmaster's son. And people think that the headmaster is having a lot of money in the village. But you know that at home you are sometimes going hungry.
Yeah.
You know, you're not giving a picture of what people expect and expectations.
Yes.
In the world of your place.
They're totally different.
Different. So, fast forward, we leave the school. My father is transferred to another school, and now he has to transfer. He was the star of our home. His brothers, sisters, so every other, and cousins. So the school that he went, he goes to, every other one of us follows. So we follow him to another school. Okay. In that school, the earlier school was a bit low grade. Now this one is a bit high grade, according to people's expectations. But of course, I've come to realize after I've grown up that it was just a mere propping of nonsense. So we go to this other school. Now my standard is lower than this other school.
Yes.
So I'm taken from, I was supposed to be, that was 1994. I was supposed to be in class 4. But now here, I'm taken back to class 3. I'm losing like 1 or 2 years here. So I go back to class 3. So I'm in class 3, but with people who are
a
younger
bit younger.
than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in this class. I'm doing well. I'm number 1, 2, or 3. That's where I am. One thing, I thought I was a good student. I was good in class, but nowadays I've realized I was just beating people who are younger than me.
Oh, so your reasoning capacity?
Yeah, I was a bit better than them. Otherwise, I was one of the, I can say, a below average person in terms of class. So I'm here. My clothes are torn. I remember there's a time some guys, some boys were trying to touch my buttocks because I had 2 holes on my back, no panty and just that khaki short.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they're playing, sometimes they touch you. Tell me if you can like that place.
You want.
That is the time also when my hair had this shilingi, what do you call it? Ringworms.
Oh, the mashilingis.
Yeah. It was all over. And I remember there's a lady teacher who was teaching lower class, said that there was also another girl in my class who also had the same
Mashilingi.
Now she said, and I don't know how you translate it. There's things that you can never say in English.
Okay.
Ginyol oreg. That lady was called Oreg. Can you speak Luo?
No, but just speak.
I will try to bring it to you. Ginyol oreg. It means me now. We are like procreating with Oreg. Because the Oreg was now the lady.
Oh yeah.
My hair and hers were like, so it's like we are in the same, birds of the same feather, something like.
Okay.
Loosely to translate. Yeah. In as much as our economic status with Orege's home was almost the same, but in my heart I was like, I'm a teacher's son. I must have been I should be higher than Orege. Yes. And that thing really stung me. And it was stuck with me for a very long time. Very long time. I really resented that teacher. Fast forward to about class 6. I was now being bullied. Some friends in school. This guy, his father was a police officer. And in the village, police officers were people, I don't know, I can't explain. They were revered, you know. Yeah. Oh. And in our home, there was alcohol being brewed. And traffic police officers, the blue, the light, the sky blue uniform, usually used to come to harass our mothers. So whenever they came, people could run helter-skelter. The alcohol guys could run. The people were drinking could run here and there. Sometimes we could arrest my mothers, walk with them. Some bribe were to be given, then they come back. I really feared policemen. I really feared. In fact, even 2, 3, 4 years ago, and right now I'm about 43, 42. But 2, 3, 4 years ago, aside of that cloth, green, that sky blue cloth, could make me shiver. Now there's a police son in school.
Yes, you're done.
I'm finished.
Will this come to impact your parenthood now?
It's really going to impact.
Okay.
Now, I even make a makeshift knife one day. And I say, I'm going to work with this knife in my car, in my bag.
Okay, yeah.
If this guy again bullies me, I'm going to dunga him. I'm going to like
stab him.
Stab him. I don't know how it happened. The bullying died down. He never tried. Otherwise, I was going to I don't know what was going to happen, but I was going to dunga him. Because you remember these two colorful knives that comes with fork and spoons.
Yes,
they come
yes.
in a. I
The ones
stolen
that we
one
use as
from
a
my auntie.
cutlery, yeah.
I stolen one from my auntie, and I went and long time ago we used to like take this long what do you call it, nails, then beat it so much so it becomes a knife, and then we use it for eating our mangoes and stuff. So when I got that, this was a better tool now, right, than compared to that one. So I took it, I stole those two knives, then I beat it again. Now it was already a knife. Now imagine I beat it and I then sharpen it nicely.
You've been a bushman for a while.
In the bag, waiting for this guy to
just try.
Just to try. I was now saying, nobody has protected me.
Yes.
And that's where I'm coming to.
Yes.
And now I'm going to protect myself. The police are harassing our home.
Yes.
Nobody can protect them. There was my uncle who was a mwanajeshi, and he was also, there was a lot of him that he's a big man. He's a very sharpshooter who could kill people in Somali, and he had a gun. But when he resigned in 1991 and became a local man, I was again shattered. There's no protection here. Because in my mind, he was the one who wanted to protect our home.
Who would, yes.
Yeah. But now after he was now a local drunk and selling his stuff, and after a few years he was nothing. And one day our mothers were arrested, and he came, and I was like, hell, he saluted the police, and I was so happy this guy is going to protect my mother.
Yes.
But he only took out his wife, and my mother was left to work with this police for I don't know how long. So again, that one shattered my dreams of him being the one to protect our family.
Yes.
You see, so I was now going to say it's now me for me and for my family. But before I start protecting my family, I cannot allow a bully. Then how will I protect my family? Yeah. And by the way, all children in this world, are born, and the moment they're born, they're like, I am the one to protect my family, my mother. Anybody who does something, even if it is the father, the children are like, I must protect my mother.
Yeah.
And if you can't protect your mother, even say you're young, or maybe you are not able, like for me, I was not able, now you start resenting yourself, start hating yourself. Now you can't help your mother. You can't help your mother. So you will be in a corner somewhere feeling so bad. Nobody can know. Because nobody will, people are never interested in the children. They're like, you think they're okay. My father thought I was okay, you see?
Yes.
But I was really having a lot of pain in my heart.
And worse that you can't even express it.
There's no way you can express it. If you say it, they will like, wait, there's nothing to say. So the fact that I could not protect my mom and my family was something that was killing me. School was nothing. It was, I don't even know what was meant for it. Mine was, I should be protecting these people. Fast forward to high school now.
Yes.
Form 1, 1999, my father says I should not go to high school. And I'm so excited with that. I don't want people to know that I'm excited that I should not be going to high school. You see, my father said you should just get a small course, maybe an innate. He used to like fittings in bao ya milango nini. Now I'm like, sema hiki tu vizuri. Secondary school. But my mom is no, kwenda huko. My mom must have really resented and hated my father because of him being weak. And my father never knew. So the moment my father said I should not go to high school, my mom shot up and said, and my father died. That thing just died like that. Nobody mentioned it again, and I was so devastated. I'm still going to this trouble.
Yes.
Now I go to high school. Yes, some uniform is bought there. My first pair of shoe
Oh, wow.
is bought. So I go to school. And also that was my first and the only pair of shoes for the whole high school. The rest I could just get from friends here and there. It's a day, a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine from primary school, gave me a pair of shoes. And I was so happy. He gave them to me on Friday. So happy with them. And on Sunday, he came to our home crying. The mother slapped him and told him, go get the shoes. What are you talking about? You gave it to your friend. And that's how the shoes were taken away after one day.
You didn't even wear them.
I wore them to school. So, so I go to high school. First term, bullshit results. I was last 10. In our school, first 10 was called for praise and worship. And last 10 was called also for shaming and naming.
Oh.
That was the rule of that school. Remember, this school is a school just next door, across the fence. The teachers in this school are drinking alcohol in their home. And I know all of them before I joined that high school.
Yes.
I know from my brothers and sisters who are in that school that Mwalimu so and so is dating so and so. Mwalimu so and so does not like so and so. I am in Form 1 and the teacher is teaching me, but I know the girl in Form 3 or in Form 4 or the girl who left earlier, whom he has been dating. You want to tell me you can get anything from that school? You can like that place.
There's even actually zero respect.
And my biggest undoing is I see, and I am very good in copying what I see than in copying what you teach me. I will be 100% in what I see and experience, and I will get 0 in mathematics that you give me the formula.
Okay.
So basically, I'm like a truant. I'm a very cheeky truant boy, you know. And my other brothers who have been through this school, and some of them are even in higher classes, are doing better. Can't you be like your brothers? And I'm in my heart, I never want this place. You want me to be like this? I don't want this place.
Yeah.
So fast forward, Form 1, I was in bottom 10, but God's grace, in Form 4, as I leave, I'm in top 10.
Okay.
But basically, all those teachers were teaching me what they don't know. They had no idea whatever they were teaching. They were just there to get a paycheck and go. And the only thing I can say I got in that school is language.
Is it language?
Language, nothing else. So I get out of school. High school is done. Now I am out. And I get a job, some casual job around the time I'm out of school.
Okay. Now, I think now take us fast forward where now you are a father, so that we relate with the upbringing now.
Yes. Now I get a job, and after I get a job, very young, because around 19, 20 now.
That's around, yes.
Yeah. You're fresh. Now you're fresh, and the people who are older than you are now training you in what to do. Some of them are doing it directly. Some of them are doing it directly. Some of them are even using signs. Kwani wewe mbona una bibi, kwani wewe unaweka mafuta kwa chakula? Something like that.
Yes.
Somebody told me. And basically he's telling you, get a wife.
Wacha kuweka mafuta kwa chakula.
How do you control yourself then?
Yes.
That's the question hidden in there. Why unaweka mafuta kwa chakula? You need to get and that euphoria and that pressure from people. Within by 24, I get a girlfriend, and our first 3 months there's a baby. There's a baby, but I'm not told that we are pregnant. She tells me, a very young girl also,
Yeah.
just from high school. She tells me I'm pregnant, and for me, I can never abort. She tells me even before I tell her.
Okay.
For me, I can never abort. If you won't accept, I will take the child to my mama.
Mother.
The weak man that I am, the man who has never got a training from anybody on how to date and how to be a father or not. And even my elder bros, the ones who are in that school, the ones who are better than me in terms of class, I'm not even married. This lady has gotten pregnant, and I'm also so fearful. I can't even tell a lady no. Remember, this telling a lady no stems from you not being able, from you resenting your mother. You see, when your father is a weak man, your mother is tries to step up. She really tried to step up and do some little business here and there to make us that we survive in school and stuff and education and food. And that one made her resent our father. And the moment your mother is resenting your father, and you are born as a child, you know you should be protecting your mother. She now reconditions you and recreates you in her own image. Now you start hating on your father on behalf of your mother.
Because you're manning up too quickly.
Yes. And the hatred, the emotions, every other thing that a woman has, that is nature, goes into you. So you basically are a woman in a man's clothes, in a man's body. You can't tell her no to any lady now, because she is an embodiment of your own mother, the one you are resenting. You see? Now this lady, I'm like, okay. The lady starts living with me. Just like that. I'm a father, and I don't know anything about fatherhood.
Yeah.
Not prepared, no nothing. But I'm excited, yeah.
With some level of yes.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm working with the test, what do you call it?
The pregnancy
test in my pocket, showing my friends here and there. I'm gonna be a father very soon.
Yeah.
I don't know what is waiting for me. 2008 January, on the postulation violence, the baby is being born. January 7th.
Wow.
Here at what do you call it? Maristop.
Oh, at Maristop.
Baby is being born. She is there. But because I'm resenting my mother, and anyway, this is true also. You marry your mother. You marry exactly who your mother is. So I'm resenting my mama. I'm now having my mama also as my wife. And from nowhere, we start having issues. Because now, I resent her, I hate her. Basically, I hate her. And I know she also hates me. That time I never knew, but right now, because I can say I have grown up, I'm hating her, I'm resenting her. I can't say no, she's messing up, I'm messing up here and there. Now, the baby is there, growing.
Every day.
Growing.
Yes.
In this mess also. The same mess that I was growing in my home, is now the baby is growing here. Money is coming now. Got in my car here and there. Some money now. I'm seeing the ladies that I should now want.
Oh,
and
yes.
I'm stuck with one whom I'm resenting. So an issue came here. That one now I'll discuss with you off camera.
Yes.
But I decided I'm not going to have this lady as my wife. Okay, I'm not really going to have my wife, but I am going to have another wife.
Oh.
She can be there, yes, but I'm going to have another wife. So the baby is about 3-4 years. I'm already going around with other girls. And I jump on one girl, very young also. And I end up, because I now have money.
Yes.
And now
a car.
The money has come, and I have a car. Now I have to be in my position in terms of where I belong.
Your class.
In my class.
Yes.
Now I get a very young girl, and I'm like, so I have money. Get a house somewhere in a corner, and keep her there. So be at home, but from job, PTA, do your stuff, then go home, and you'll be none the wiser. So I go like that. This lady is here. The other one is there. Here, I realized she had a baby out of wedlock. This new girl.
Okay. She
got this baby in high school, and then she dropped out. For me, I'm like, I don't care. I just need her. Now she comes with her baby.
Now you're a father of 2.
I'm a father of 2. A stepfather and a real father. Sometimes they meet, the 2 children meet, but the mothers not meet. This new girl, with her new baby, I still resent them the same way I'm resenting the first one. I'm still not satisfied. Now, I am the same person attracting the same kind of people.
Yeah.
And the end result is resenting them with everything that they have. This thing has started from me resenting my mother.
Yeah.
And just as you have said, whatever you run away from, you end up getting it. Even a nickname that you hate, it will stick with you. So so I'm a father of 2, a boy and a girl. A boy whom I'm stepping on, like stepping in, and my own biological daughter.
Yes.
These people are growing, and before you know it, my second wife has given birth to twins. Now I have children now again with her. 2 more children. Beautiful girls. But still, I'm resenting their mother. At the same time, I'm resenting myself more than any other person, because I don't like my choices. So I really don't resent these people. I resent myself.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm stuck with these people. I'm like, these are the only things you could choose. And you look at my life, the way I've told you from the beginning, I've always been in things that I don't want. But the society has connived through my mother, through other people, through my father, the weakness of my father, to make me do things that I don't want. Of course, I'm blaming I'm resenting myself and blaming myself. But the truth is, these are not my doings. These are things that there's a way the society conditions you to do them. But at the end of the day, you are the one to blame for them.
It's your choices.
Yeah, they are called your choices, but they're really not your choices. Like, for example, like going to school. It's not your choice.
It's not.
For example, like food that you eat. No, it's not your choice. You grew up in a family eating this. Like, for example, in my family, I've never seen my mother cook pork. Now I'm 40 something years. So that pork, according to us, is not food.
It's not food. Okay.
But bread, for example, I grew up with bread.
Yeah.
Which actually is not food.
But you knew it's something that is edible. Yeah.
So that is that. So I have children. Now I have 2. Elder one, and then these 2 now are 4 children.
Yeah.
in the public, I'm happy. They're bubbling. I've got the money. I'm a millionaire, and life is doing well. I have plots here and there. I have a.
Life is you're living.
Everything is okay, according to the specs of the public.
Oh yeah.
But within me, I am not myself. I'm like, no, this is not the life that I want. Why I don't want it, I do not know. Why whatever I want, I also don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
But you're not.
But I'm like, I'm not in where
contented.
I shouldn't be.
Okay.
But you see, life is continuing. Days are going.
Yeah. Children are growing.
Children are growing. My first wife is not happy because I've gotten a new wife. My mother, my family really also fought the new wife, but at the end of the day, they accepted, and now we are married, and we have even I've even taken dowry.
Okay.
But my first wife is more than, I don't know what is higher than hate. She's hating on me more than any other thing. And she's not employed now. But the moment she gets employed, now because the weakness in me, nobody can entertain. Not even my daughters, not even my children. So she's here, like settling. Now she gets a job, and now the public talks to her. The society talks to her. Now you got a job. Now it is not him. It's not only him who is providing. You can also provide. Now she tries to provide to show that she. And now every other thing that she had is multiplied. If it is hate, it's multiplied. If it is resentment, it's multiplied. If it is trying to show that I can also survive, multiply. We have a very small issues. She can shoot. She can fast forward. Tunakosana kidogo. Some few years ago, she packs and leave. With the children. Now with her, we have got one more child.
One more, so there are two now.
So there are two. Your friend, you remember him. Now she packs and goes. Within 2 weeks, I got a court order. Now it's a court case.
Okay.
The weak man does not even know what to do. Whether to, I'm like, fast forward, I take my children to Tanzania for a retreat there. I pick from them, then from her, I take them to Tanzania for like a week, thinking on what to do next.
Yeah.
The weak man in me comes to apologize, send apology messages and stuff. And let me tell you, whatever you want, if you want something from a wife or from a woman, never apologize.
Oh.
Because that will be like telling them now, confirming to them that Kube, this man was what you thought before you left. Now you just go.
Oh.
Again, fast forward 1 year after she left, and we did a court process, and of course I beat her in the court. All the things she wanted, she never got, because there was nothing serious. She's not somebody I sent away. But whatever she was trying to create was like, this man sent me away. The judge, the lady judge was a very lenient lady. She gave us just our duties here and there. You can do this, you can do this. The rest of the things, your children can always see the mother and the father here and there. Now the weak man in me, the one who resents the mother so much, the mother still comes back and tells me that lady has to come back to your home.
Oh.
Even after the court case is over.
Okay.
And I'm pressurized by the society, by my mother, by everybody, that you must go look for that lady. And the weak man in me goes back and again apologizes again and brings the lady back.
Is that a strong man or a weak man? I still can't understand why you keep calling yourself a
weak doesn't mean anything else. Weak means you don't have boundaries.
Oh.
And the society, the nature, all of us, all of animals, plants, human beings are we have come from nature. And nature does not allow for weakness anywhere. Women depend on men 100% for their protection. And nature gave the women the responsibility of ensuring that the next generation is as strong as possible. You remember the phrase, survival for the fittest.
Yeah.
Is it for or of the fittest?
Survival for the fittest.
Yes. Nature has given women that power, that it is you to determine who to sire the next generation. See what I mean? So a woman naturally will try all things, cook and crook, unknowingly or unknowingly, to know whether you are the strongest, so that your children can survive this world, because the world is getting tougher and tougher, and only the strongest can survive. Not the children of your husband, but the children of a strong man.
Ewo, Bushman.
The children of strong man are the only ones who are going to survive. Strength in terms of physical, emotions, intelligence, every other thing. So a little bit try and see if, and the moment they have realized you are weak, then you are done with them. They will never respect you. You can be taller than them, you can be having a lot of money more than them, you can be having every other thing than the lady. But the moment the lady has realized that you are weak,
at her own level,
you are done. Because the functions of a man are three: protection, provision, and parental guidance. Provision can be given by the government and the NGOs and stuff. You see, protection is now police can give. Parental guidance,
it's you.
It is still you.
So in all these things that are happening, you are now already a polygamous man officially.
Yes.
Are you giving that parental guidance to this generation that is already?
You can never do that if you are weak.
So the children are suffering.
Your children are suffering. And the lady knows it, even if she doesn't know it with her brain, but her cells, her body cells knows it. Her body cells smells you. And even during ovulation, ladies normally even their voices thin, their skin soften, then they become so friendly. Huh?
Hey, Bushman!
Is it not true? Is it not true, you're a lady?
It's true.
That time,
yes,
your wife's body will be attracting stronger men and rejecting you here in the house. Not her brain, but her body. If I were to be told that out of my many children, 2 or 3 are not mine, I won't say no. And I won't even ask my wife why. The body spoke. And it is nature who sent her body to go and tell the lady that this man is not strong. First of all, I was eating the foods that people think are the best. Alcohol was there, packaged foods, sausages, stuff. And even my immune system was as weak as possible. I think it was weak, very weak. There's a time I was so sick that I told my mom that my time in this world is almost ending. And she shed tears. And for me, I was just blaming other people. My wife, or my other things, or my job, instead of blaming myself. But at the same time, I could not also blame myself because I was weak, and this weakness was implanted in me by my parents. How? My father was so weak, she could not do those 3 things: provision, protection, and parental guidance. And my mother tried to step in, and when a woman tries to step into your duties, they resent you.
Oh, sorry.
And now when my mother does that to my father, I become weak. I become weak, I mean.
Yeah.
And now that's how this roller coaster begins. And now you see, I was almost going to bequeath these cars to my children until I just realized these things a few years ago.
Okay, so let us jump straight into. So currently you're having those children, or are you going to add them?
To add more children?
Yes, we are talking about 3, 2.
Now here I have 3. Here I have 2. At the end of the 3, one more child has come. Camila. Now the one the lady. Yes. Now here I have one more, and even the other side I have one more. After the court case.
Because you'll bring her back.
My mother has forced me to bring her back.
Yeah.
I'm doing it, but blaming my mother. And let me tell you, the template of a weak man is the same. There's nothing new. There are only 2 things. There's a weak man and there's a strong man. The template is the same on both sides.
Okay.
So she the same way the other one is not happy with me here, the same way she's not. She also some issues here and there. She goes out, but again she comes back.
And probably the children are also not happy. Just the way you are not happy when
they are
growing
not
up as well.
And probably I have not fished that from them. But now today we can deduce that they really are not happy and they really are resenting me. And remember, time is going. The first 2 are more than 10.
They are growing.
A 10-year-old boy or girl is not a child. You may wish for them to be your children, but they are not. They are not children.
The nest is becoming smaller for them.
Personally, I can remember things that I saw up to when I was 3 years. If I tell my uncles that this and this happened, they're like, no, you are lying. But I tell them this and this, hey,
who told you?
Who told you? But I saw her. Like their grandmother, for example. I've been telling them about their grandmother, and they're like, you are crazy. Your grandmother was like this, like this, like this.
So
you can imagine now, these people, they're saying these things. Whatever you see, I told you.
Yes.
You 100% you bring it out. So these people are growing, and I'm sure they're seeing these things. I'm sure I never knew, but right now I know they really resent me. As we speak, they still, because the template of a weak man is still there. Even if you try to change it, whatever it is, they still have it. Until you need a lot of work. Maybe maybe grace or whatever it is that can just get out that one. Otherwise, you are still that.
Now, what was your wake-up moment when you realized, hey,
that is now the best place. I think that is now the gist of this story. That's why I had to go along and bring a lot of stuff. Now, the other one comes back. She gets another baby, and this other side I get another baby. Now,
come back pregnancy.
Now, a total of 7 children. Is it 6 or 7? 4 and 3. 7 children. The first 2 are now teenagers, high school stuff. As we speak, they are now in Form 4.
Oh, well done.
These are adults.
They are.
Can't even count them. They're bigger than me. If you look at them with me, nobody can tell you they are my children.
Okay.
Yeah. They will be like, no, you are lying. Now, my wake-up call, my wake-up moment.
Yes.
My turnaround. I was this weak, sick and depressed man all the time. Crying inwardly. What is it that I am in? But outwardly, doing well. Several cars in the compound, several children, beautiful wives.
You know.
When you go home, it is you whom my mother can listen to. Taking care. I even try to help even my siblings, my elder siblings, in their college, because you remember I got there before them. For them, they got the route of university. And for me, I started working just immediately after Form 4. So these 4 years, I even had to fix their fees here and there. So I'm revered by everybody, the other person. I look like a mystic.
Yeah.
Like a lion. Like there's a story about a mouse and a lion. A mouse who became a lion. So inwardly, this mouse knows that it is a lion. But there's a yogi somewhere, some religious person who turned him into a lion because it was being bullied by cats, dogs, other animals. So the yogi said, this rat is coming always to ask me to protect him from these animals. What I'm going to do, because I want to pray all the time, so I want to turn this rat into a lion so that nobody will disturb this rat.
Okay.
So this rat is a lion now, roaming around and always telling people, who I am, do you know who I am?
Yes.
But inwardly, he's suffering with his own identity. That's where I was going to. Identity.
Yes.
This guy is like, I'm a rat. If any of these people will know that I'm a rat, I'm doomed. So what I will do, I will kill this yogi. Because he's the only one who knows that I'm a rat. So when I'm done with this yogi, now every other person will, my identity will do what? Will never be known. So he tries to kill the yogi, and the yogi, oh, you want to kill me? Okay, and after what I did to you, okay, I turn you back to a rat. Then the story ends there. So I'm like that. I'm a rat, but in the face of the world, I'm a lion. But the people around me, the wife, the children, they are smelling me not with their brain but with their bodies. Yes. Like, this is a rat.
This is a rat. Yes.
You see? So I cannot enforce any rule. I cannot change anything. If I want to change it, they are like, no.
We've already done that.
If I want to make a new rule, no. If I want to continue with it, it is bad. So I am just stuck. Sometimes very sick. I had a lot of metabolic issues. Because when my food was packaged, processed, because I thought that's the word. The world has taught me, and the world has taught every other person that if you buy it, and that's why they call the supermarket a supermarket. And by the way, let me ask you, what is so super about a supermarket? That will have to answer me after this interview. That's why did you have to call a supermarket a super and stop calling our mother's markets a supermarket? There must be a conditioning there.
Yeah.
So I have been conditioned. If I go to the supermarket, I spend up to 50,000 shillings drawing 2 big trolleys. But actually, if you look at that thing, maybe 10 is food, something that can help me.
Yeah.
But the rest 40 is nonsense. See what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm sick, always sick. Going to the best doctors. There's a time I went to Karen Hospital. That's the best heart hospital in Kenya. The hospital even convinced me that I was depressed, that I was having heart issues, something that I don't have completely. And I was now walking left and right looking for life. Till I met somebody on YouTube saying that you are not allergic to proteins. Your body is full of wheat, sugar, seed oils, and processed foods. He was saying it when I was watching the news. Then something came on.
An advert,
and I was like, what is this man saying? Because I was so allergic to every single thing in this world. Every protein, every other thing. Even marashi peke yake would make me go back to the house and sleep. Cover myself for like 2 hours.
So this is still happening at the wake-up call?
And this is now the wake-up call.
Okay.
Now this guy says, you are not like that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try. Because I was dying. I was on drugs on a daily for many diseases. Now including this one of allergies. So I said, let me see. That time, I started developing diabetes, but I never knew it was diabetes. Now, I say I'm going to try what this guy has said. I'm going to drop weight in my food, sugar and seed oils, and any processed food for the next one month. Then I will try eating fish, or maybe eggs, or maybe protein, any protein to see. When I did that, that time I said, no, nobody's going to cook for me. I'm going to cook for myself so that I can see.
Exactly.
I'm not going to eat anywhere in the hotels. I'll just be eating at home. I will see. Nobody is going to cook for me. Then within a month, I could eat all the proteins that I was allergic to without any problem. Then I said, now I must look for this guy. His name is Dr. Lewis Muchile. He's on YouTube, on these social media platforms. You can see for yourself later. So I started listening to this guy. I started listening to people like him, the people in the manosphere, the people in religious, not religious. Is it religious? Not religious, but spiritual talks here and there. First things first, I was obese. I was having toxins, a lot of toxins in my body. So the moment I dropped now the bad foods, I started now relieving myself from the toxins. And the troubles that I had, including the diabetes that was started going down without a pill. As we speak now, I'm 2 years without putting a single pill in my mouth. Something that every cow of mine was having a drug. Every house was in a drug, in the town and in the village. Remember, I have 2 wives now.
Oh yeah.
2 homes, 2 houses, and several cars here in between. So each and every house, each and every car, there's a pair. It's of mine because I can get sick at any time. Now to cut the story short, I have for the past 3 years been alive. I've started the person who said that life begins at 40 said the truth. Oh. Because I'm almost turning 43.
Yeah.
And this thing started at 3 years ago. I have changed my life 360. And I can see by so doing, even my children are now starting to align. Even the wives are starting to align. Although I'm not telling anybody to do this or do this, but they are seeing I think the energy and the traction is just showing this is this. Even if my first daughter, the one now who was born in 2008, the one I was telling you, she has become unruly. Of course, overweight. Also, ladies never want to be called obese, but I will call her obese. I will call her obese. That's the truth. It is also not a mistake. It's a weakness from me because I failed to protect her from the world.
Went spilling over.
The same way my father failed to protect me from these foods, from these emotions, from my mother, from every other thing, I also failed the same. All my children. It's now time that I'm recovering. No more seed oils in my house, no more processed foods, and my body has been clean. The foods were frying my brain. The bad foods, including alcohol, were frying my brain. And I was becoming depressed, I was becoming weak, I was becoming sick, and I was blaming other people, my wife, my children, my mother, every other person, my in-laws, every other person. Yet it was something that was in me. So whatever I did, which every other man must do to fix their children, I think that is the gist, is to fix yourself.
I love that.
You have no business fixing your wife, your child, or whoever. Even if you try, you will fail. Whatever you tell a child to do, they will never do it perfectly. But whatever they copy from whoever, they feel like copying it, they will do it 100%. So can you fix yourself to a point that only one child will say, I want to be like daddy? Or maybe two, or whoever decides, I want to be like this guy. Like my son who is your friend, remember?
Yes.
He has tried to copy me like 100%. He even asked me, do you think I'll be like you in terms of this? Then I don't tell him no or yes. I tell him, what do you think? Because I don't want to give him the validations that are going to either mislead or put him in a point that he wants to please me. Whenever he asks me such questions, what do you think? Will I be like you in terms of food? I tell him, what do you think? I would love to be like you. That is the most important thing. What do you think is the most important thing? Now, do the work. For example, this guy introduced me to fasting, where you don't eat anything, like say for a whole day. or maybe for our 6, you time yourself. Sometimes you even do 2 days without eating, and then you continue. Do you think I'll be like you in terms of fasting? I tell you, what do you think? I want to be like you. Yeah. It is whatever you think is the most important thing. I have done this, and this thing as I have seen a lot of change in my children. Personally, I am now like saved. I can say better. I live in heaven. Wow. Let me tell you, I'm now living in perfect peace. I used to have a lot of money. I used to have a lot of wealth. I used to in the face of the people. I was doing the best, but I was that rat. Today, in the face of the world, I am a rat. But according to me, according to God, I am in heaven.
Okay.
And even I've seen my children, even my wives, their lives are starting to change. I'm not like forced them. Sometimes I try to use my strength as the father, but I have given time so that even them, they will have some experience that brings them this other side. Not that daddy has forced. Whatever you try to force will involve resentment.
Yes.
The child will resent you, the wife will resent you, and they will start mocking you. So for me, I look for what I should do. I do it, and it is what I call identity.
Identity.
In this world, there are only 2 identities. There's the good and there's the bad. Choose, and the spirit that lives in you will guide you in terms of the side that you've chosen. If you've chosen the bad, the spirits will guide you in doing the bad. If you've chosen the good, the spirits will guide you in doing the good. And the people who want to align with you will choose according to their spirits. Also will also send them to you. The spirits of the bad will send them to the bad people, and the spirits of the good will send them to the good people. So that's the only thing. So for me, I told my mother the other day, again, my second wife, again, as we speak now, we're separated. And we were discussing with my mother the other day, according how I want to handle her case. But I have really turned around according to how I used to handle these such cases.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm going to do my best, and I will stick my identity on the good. Whoever aligns with me will come. Whoever doesn't, I have no problem. See, the other time I would have like, okay, let's go and look for her. But right now, it is not like that.
You also have the boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a case where she must make now a decision that I will align with him because of what she has chosen. Because you are like, I'm the husband, you must do this, you must do it. Nobody will follow you. I'm the wife, you must do this, nobody will follow you. I'm this father, you must do this, they will resent you. But if you pull out and do your stuff, make sure that you have fixed your identity. The biggest problem in the world that is facing men and fathers is the multiple identities that we have. You want to be like this, you want that car, that level of the life that you want, that kind of house, that kind of man, that kind of woman, that kind of alcohol, that kind of, you see, the lifestyles.
The lifestyles, which are at our disposal. We can always choose, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you don't have an identity, the multiple identities will not allow you to know what you should be.
What exactly, yeah.
Like now I was telling you, my father said I should not go to high school. That guy was right. That guy was right. I was just meant to be a villager. That's where I am happy. For the last 20 years, 15 years, 20 years, 20 something years, I've been having all the things that the world can offer. But I've not been having my peace. Yeah. My perfect peace. You see? But now, I've lost like almost all friends. And not that I've like said, I don't want to talk to you. No, you find out, you just drift. Pole pole.
You draw your lines.
They drift as you drift, pole. And new people come. Pole, without knowing. You just meet here and there, just like the way we met with you. You never knew me, I never knew you. But after all the guys we were with that day, we ended up talking, and now we are almost like friends. Yeah. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is
it's like seasons.
That is what I can tell fathers.
Yeah.
Don't think that you are the best father. You are not. Don't lie to yourself that without you, your children cannot survive. No. They can even do better than you. Better than when you are there. GAF, women rep, I don't know what, equity, wings to fly. We need your death certificate to make sure that these people are better than you, living a better life than you are. In fact, you could, some men here are the stumbling block between their children and wives and success. Success, of course, of this world.
Yeah. So I really want to ask, as we wind up, is what is your relationship with your last borns in the two homes?
Oh, thank you for bringing in that. Now that the first children, I messed them up because of the condition of the world. Yeah. Because right now, one tell me a child who is 17 years, the two of them. First of all, the second wife who gave me a son that I was now stepping in on, when we separated, she took away that child. Now I've gone back to 6, not 7, as we speak. Okay. She took away that child, and I was so happy because I connived with this lady, my need of sex and validation, and her need of protection for her son. We connived. The two of us connived to deny this poor child the chance to be with the father. Because a biological father is like God to the children. I want you to know that. There's that longing of a biological father that can never be fulfilled by anything in this world. Okay. Remember Obama, who had to come to see the grave of his father? Yeah. To go to, remember? Yeah. Even if that man is a drunkard somewhere, that pool can never be. The only problem is the resentment, because you have expected him to be something that he is not. That's why you're resenting them. But otherwise, put out that resentment away. That thing that brings the resentment, that pool can never be taken away. Okay. Whether it is whatever it is. So I connived with my wife to deny this poor son the chance to be with the father. Because if I would have refused and any other man refuses, the man had to come into to take care of his son. Yeah. Even if he was not having a job, they could hustle with his son. See what I mean? But now, because weak men like us comes in and thinks that they're doing the right thing because of their lust and stuff and need of validation, we mess up people. So when she took him away, I was so happy to God. I've already taken him. He's now in Form 4. But I'm like, this is the best thing that has happened. I want this boy to be united with the father.
Are you still stepping?
No.
Okay.
I'm been informed that he has already been reunited with the man, and I'm so happy for that. Here he says, here I am still his father, and he will never recognize the other boy. You see now what I did? Me and the mother, we reconditioned him. Now, you don't tell me that those people, those children, now you want to tell them to stop eating bread, and they will accept it. Will they? They will not. Stop eating, say, Blue Band. Will they? They will not. So for them, I've messed them up, but I know when they come up and when they grow, they will also, God will also find a way to show them the light that I'm now living in. Now, for them, I've like lost them. Your friend, who is now my main man, I call him my main man, is the guy I can talk about.
The 9-year-old?
The 9-year-old. And even the sister, the twins, I also lost them because now, after we separated with the mother, I took them to boarding school. Okay. And in boarding school, I have no control. I've again abdicated my duties to another person. I've already lost them because I cannot work with them. Now to the last two, the one you're asking me, they're also like twins because they are just born on in the same
year.
Yeah. My children look like twins, all of them, because the first one's Form 4, the 9-year-old, and the girls are also 9-year-old, and these ones are now 4 years old.
Oh.
So they're like twins.
Yes.
And people admire us all over. Oh, what a wonderful family. Of a lion who is formerly a rat and now again a lion.
Okay.
Now these two are now having the best. Whatever a father should give, now I'm giving the two. Nobody.
You are in control.
Now the strength, the weakness that I was talking about that is over. Or maybe it is stuck with those other children.
Yeah.
But now these two people, hey, these people.
You are providing the three.
No.
When you are giving the three roles?
No, yeah. The three roles.
Yes.
And I have forgotten about every other thing, including my needs. I've even separated my bedroom so that even my sexual needs, I sometimes say no to it so that the only thing I want to do in this world is to serve God and serve my children.
Where is the wife there? Anyway, but
these two people, they live with me. They live with me in the car many times. If I have to drive out of the town, I will say the school will have to wait.
Okay.
He will be with me here.
I feel like we should go on and on, and I feel that we should call you so that we have another opportunity to call you. But I still want to ask you, allow me, don't you think as a father you are overcompensating? And where do we draw lines of, now that you have all this time and strength and everything, opportunity to be what you could have been to all your 7 children, now that these ones are getting, but that's something you should think about. But however, your children are still your children, and they will not or never find another man. And when you are talking to them, what will you tell them? Especially those ones that are almost outside the nest. The Form 4, because this is actually like, it's going to be documented for forever as long as the internet is there. So with the passion and with the strong man that now you have become, I'd want you to look at that camera and address those children that you feel like you could have done something little different, and here you are now.
Thank you very much. I will take a little bit more time.
Okay.
The only way to fix such a problem, and I want to share how I fixed it, is I do not have the past. Do you?
I don't even have a control.
I do not have the future. Do you?
I don't even have
I'm living in the now, the present and now.
Yeah.
That is number one. But the only thing is, I first of all had to go and forgive my mother. Because she recreated me in her own image. And my father, the weakness of my father gave that room, and I drifted. Now the society reconditioned me. Including up to food and up to stuff. Because a cow does not need a nutritionist to tell him that this red grass is good, this blue grass is good, this green grass is good. Naturally, they know what to eat.
Yeah.
But I had to depend on a supermarket and a nutritionist and every other person to tell me red meat is bad, for example, this is bad, eggs are not good. You see that nonsense? Each and every animal, living thing, has got that information inherently. But the moment your father is weak, allows your mother to emotionally recreate you. Now you see, because of my issues, my wife, my children, my family and stuff, even my children had started resenting me so much. Especially the ones who are now grown.
Yes.
Yeah. And we had issues, we had to like fight here and there. Now I had to pick on them, the two. Each of them separately. And also apologize to them. That I was so weak, I could not protect you from the from the emotions of your mothers. I had to apologize to my children. Even the twin girls, I had to apologize to them. I had to call them and call their mother. Apologize to their mother for resenting her also, and apologize to them before their mother. That I was so weak I could not protect you. I did not do enough. But now, may God guide your ways. Even my wife.
Yeah.
We talk. The baby wants to talk to her. I call her and I talk to her, and I tell her, talk to this person, because the hatred is now away.
Yeah.
Because the people who taught you hatred, you got it from your mother's hatred of your father. So the moment you have forgiven your mother, now you can now forgive every other person. Start with your mother or father, both of them. But if one is dead, go to the one who is not dead. If both of them are dead, you can pray over it. But for me, my mom is alive. I had to apologize to her. I had to apologize to my children, and now these other young ones, there's no apology to make, because I am there doing that. Huh? And you can see how that guy is. Even his mannerism tells you.
He told me he wants me in the show.
Yeah.
Yes. He asked me why I don't have a children's corner.
Now I'm not thinking of what I ought to have learned to them that I should have done. No. Yeah. What I'm doing now is fixing me on a daily.
Wow.
Those children, they are 4 years. They are 4 years. They will walk with me in the car, drinking sugarless coffee or tea for the whole day. Then we sit at around 4, 5 or 6, do our meat or eggs and go to bed. They do 1 meal a day. Not every day, but they are okay with it.
Yeah.
They every morning a pinch of salt and water. The only children in their class who do not do breakfast. I don't know when last time they went to the hospital. But before that, it was a daily hospital. Or weekly. Tunaenda hospitalini siku. Tunaenda every other single week. Our corner of drugs in the house was like a mini pharmacy. Today, those guys go to school without breakfast. I pick them. We walk to school. We leave the car at home. Even today, I walked them to school. As I was talking to you on phone, I was walking back home. Then when you told me I should wait a little bit, I went to the gym.
Okay.
I'm going to pick them. Maybe after this, we are still again going to walk home. Do our stuff, have our meal, maybe later at 3 or 4. 4-year-olds. But my other children who are now older could eat 10 times in a day.
All right, now still parting shots to the older children. The older children. Yes. This is from the father's heart.
The other guy, I've already told you, I'm so happy. The mother, we separated, and I think this is the best thing that happened in his life. Okay. So that he can get to know his father. The resentment is going to be there too much. Let them handle it the way they can. Let God guide them so that it can be fixed as early as possible. Otherwise, he's going to be ruined.
Okay.
Even if he goes to university and gets a job, he's still going to be ruined. In our public eyes, they could look, but what I'm talking about, the spiritual aspect is going to be ruined. The way I was ruined spiritually. See what I mean? Now my other daughter, now the other one.
Yes.
I've at the same time apologized to her.
Yeah.
As I talk to you now, I've already put her down and apologized. Okay. And by so doing, I was releasing her to the spiritual realm, so that she can identify with good and let the good spirits guide her, or identify with the bad and let the bad spirits guide her until one day she's tired of living in the dark. Then God will use his ways to pull her and bring her back to light, because there's nothing I can do. I can't tell you that I will go pray in a corner, shout to God. No. Even this prayer I'm talking about that you should pray. I'm not talking about the prayer of God, please do me this, God, please do me. Because that's a prayer, that's something that is coming from your thoughts. But as I've been told, and I've been saying also, all thoughts about everything, every time, are evil. They are intellectual things. You need a car, you ask God. You need a wife, you ask God. You need this, you need this. Basically, you are behaving like God's consultant. Whatever God needs to do in your life, He has already done it. So the prayer that I'm talking about is just keeping quiet somewhere, closing your eyes, like meditation, for like 10-20 minutes. The moment you are quiet, a lot of thoughts will come into your mind, a lot of things. That is the time that you will know God and God will manifest. That is something that I cannot fix in my daughter. But the biggest thing is forgiving, is doing what? Apologizing to her, so that she can release me. Otherwise, I was also starting to resent even these children. By the way, I really hated them at some point. Because I was like, I'm doing too much to you people, to you and to your mother. At the same time, you guys are like this. Yet, you see what I mean? So after the apology to my mother and these people, now I've gotten my life back. All of us, we are spiritual beings in this world. In this body, physical body. So my spiritual being is now in heaven. This one here, you are seeing here, is a physical body. But my spiritually, I'm living in heaven. I'm not waiting for another heaven.
You are living in your heaven here.
Yes.
Wow.
And I cannot pull somebody by force, whether my wife or sister or child. I just release them, and then they will also. And by the way, this trouble, like pain and these things, they are the things that leads you to seeing the light. Without these troubles of mine, I would have gotten this far by now, isn't it?
Very true.
So maybe let my daughter, my children, every other person go through the pain. Look, like that son of mine, that's my stepson. Now you see these troubles has led him to go back to his biological father, his God.
Father, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably it is this process that's going to lead him to go out of hell to heaven.
To greatness.
How about that?
I will only say, wow. Allow me to thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that makes you you. It makes you outstand. It makes you special. Definitely in your own outstanding ways. And that is fatherhood for you. That is deep. I think you should write a book if you've not yet started.
I should, yeah?
You should. Oh, viewers, here we are. That is the story. Unfiltered, remember. And that is parenting that makes Bushman Bushman. Very unique story, right from his heart, how he grew up. Make sure that you have subscribed, listen, learn and unlearn, because it is his unfiltered story. Thank you so much. Remember, we are at the Little Cave in Tomboya Estate, and this has been brought to us right on our screens by Chanuka Studios. We are forever grateful. Please keep on sharing and stay here with us for our next episode. Until next time, bye and thank you so much.